Jake, did you hear that they are legalizing water?
My God.
That was a terrible bit.
You don't get bitches! No bitches! He looks like
Name and IP address withheld.
here doesn't have any bitches at all.
Fuck.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back to your stepson's favorite podcast.
It's true, your stepson.
Because my YouTube channel is your stepson's favorite YouTube channel. So it only makes
what about
sense
us?
if... I don't know, all right, well, Jackson's YouTube channel is your film-addicted friend that you just met in community college's favorite YouTube channel. And Luke's is your average nostalgia critic that's evolving into a more based watcher's favorite YouTube channel.
Oh,
Mine is the stepson.
I thought
That's
it was
valid.
going to be Nostalgia Critic's favorite channel. I was going to be like, hey.
Another YouTuber talking about smiling friends. What is
What
this?
the heck is going on? What the heck is this freaking show, guys?
What is this?
What is going on?
What's
is
a
going
freaking
on?
egg, man? What a freaking egg, man?
What is going on? There are naked pictures of me over the internet. What is going on?
What is going on?
Who's jerking off?
Maybe
to
you
these?
have them. Who's jerking off to this? Maybe it's you.
It's not
Maybe
me.
it's your family.
Hi, tax lady. Just in case you found my stuff, what's up? I'm the nice man who was asking for your services.
Hello,
we
tax
are-
lady. You're going to do my taxes.
The utmost serious happens on this podcast.
Hello, IRS.
Yes.
I did my
serious
taxes this year.
business.
Why the wink?
You blinked. You blinked with
Yeah,
one
my
eye.
bad. You blinked.
It was just I had something.
Hey
in my
guys,
eye.
let's talk about something chill.
My powers are low, guys. I'm still sick. One
Yeah,
full
Jake-
week
Yeah, Jake,
after, I'm still
We
sick.
put Jake on low power mode.
Yeah, I'm on airplane. Yeah, low battery.
Bah. It's my reaction whenever I saw he was sick. I was like, bah.
Bah.
What the heck? I was like,
He said,
man.
humbug. He said,
He was like, I'm sick, and he like threw up. He was like,
It still has been over 12 years since I've thrown up, or however
Really?
long it's been.
That's
Over
so
12
fucking
years?
impressive.
That's
I'm
like
pretty sure it's 12
almost
years.
100.
I hate vomit. Like, vomit is one of my least favorite things on this planet. Especially when it comes out of me.
If I threw up in front of you, what would your reaction be? What
Nothing.
Would you be like?
No, I'm fine. I just if you depends on how in front of me. Like if you did in my lap, I'd be like, what the fuck? And I'd get pissed. I'd probably
What the heck?
I'd punch you or something. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
You punch Jackson.
well, it's like I don't want to hit Jackson
What the heck?
if I have to. Like, so if Jackson's just like chilling. If Jackson's just chilling in front
You
of me,
just
and I'm
fucking
like,
kill him.
It's like, whoa! I'd like, or maybe. I don't know.
Just turn him.
Well, because my immediate reaction would be get the source of the vomit away from me. And if the source of the vomit is Jackson, am I gonna push you or like cold clock you?
Cold cock.
It's like, it's like you start kicking him.
No, then I'd get the
Curb
vomit all
stomping?
over me. I'd curb
Start
stomp
stepping
him
on my
if he
stomach.
threw up on me.
Making him vomit more.
Yeah, get all the vomit out.
That. I hope you're listening to this at lunch, guys.
Yeah, shout out to lunch
Dude.
break, everyone.
shout out to lunch break, people. I hope you're enjoying that.
Guys, what do you guys have at your lunch break?
I don't get lunch breaks because I'm a
don't have
fucking
a job.
adult. Shows.
Well, when you do have a job, what is your lunch break?
That's such a.
I don't know.
Shows.
Like,
All right,
okay,
Luke.
when
My
I-
classic lunch break was I'd either drive to Choco Bell because I love me some Choco Bell, or when I used to work at my grocery store position, I'd get a little thingy of those like homemade like chicken wing like a boneless chicken nugget
I
bites.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I get a big ass bag of the garden salsa sun chips, and I would eat all of them.
That's beautiful, man. That's great.
Yeah.
I would. My big thing in high school was like we can go like after a couple of years you can go off campus to like get food and shit during lunch, and so we would all like right near my school was a fucking I think it was a Vaughn's, and you know how they sell like the Vaughn's chicken tenders at like the special like restaurant places in Vaughn's. Hello? Can somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, you do know what I'm talking about. Okay.
I don't know what Vaughn's is. My bad.
You don't know what Vaughn's
Chicken
is?
place.
Chicken.
No, it's a grocery store. You don't have Vaughn? You don't have Vaughn's?
No.
Wow.
How do you spell it?
Wow.
Wow,
Exactly
it's
like it
almost
sounds.
like you live on a
VONS.
complete other side of the country. Man.
Vaughn.
Yeah, but I thought Vaughn's was like Albertsons, where it's like they're fucking everywhere.
What's Albert's?
That's a weirder one, bro.
What? Okay, do you guys have Whole Foods?
Yes, we know
Yes.
what Whole Foods is. Yeah.
Ralph's?
No.
No.
What? Wow.
Y'all rocking
I did
with
not. I thought
Kroger?
those were everywhere.
Y'all
No.
rocking
I
with Kroger?
I like do not have a Kroger. Actually, I might have a Kroger. That's a lie.
But you know what
But-
Kroger is.
Vaughn's is a grocery store. They make they have like chicken tender section where it's like you can just get hot and ready chicken tenders. And they didn't. I never did this, but some of my friends did. But they did. You could get the chicken and then say, "Oh, I'm still shopping," and then just leave, and they wouldn't charge you for the chicken.
What the fuck?
Those absolute animals.
Oh, people probably did that all the time. Dude.
Oh yeah, no, it was free chicken all the time. But I would always get it with ranch, so I always had to pay because I can't just walk out with fucking a thing of ranch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
but
you're a
that
good
was
boy.
that was the
You
move.
pay.
Yeah.
I did. I did my time. I paid my dues.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my lunch break. Is Vaughn's Vaughn's chickens.
Fuck, Vaughn's chicken.
My lunch break is always without fail a turkey and cheese sandwich with like Lay's or Ruffles and like a chocolate
A bag
chip
of air.
granola bar.
Am I right, guys? Lay's potato chip sells air.
This is a funny
50% of the
joke. We
bag
should
is
tell
empty.
everyone about this.
50%
we
of the
should-
bag is empty. Let's tell this joke a million times.
We should.
Is Luke? Is Luke?
Make
Is
the-
Luke getting head? What was this? He's like,
No, it's me
we should
slapping
make
the,
the
desk
meme. We should make the meme go public.
out of comedy. What?
So we
we
could
should-
sell-
yeah,
we
we should
should
send
make
this
the
meme
meme
into
go
the public
public.
sphere.
Yeah, so we could
Dude.
sell shares and become rich.
That's a good point.
good enough podcast shares. Stock shares.
Stock shares. Guys, if we made stock shares, would you buy some?
Guys, would you pay to the Good Enough podcast?
What would, all right, Jake. Well, let's talk about this. What would a good enough podcast like stock consist of? How would they?
Bro, I don't even know
work?
what real stocks consist of. I have no
a
fucking
good
idea.
point.
You're barking
Yeah,
up.
how
You're
does it
asking the
even
wrong
work?
guy.
You know, some companies are like, like if you work for us, we'll give you some stock in our company, and I'm like,
It doesn't mean anything if the company doesn't go public. Can't sell it. Like
we'll give you a stock in the company, and then you got stock. I'm
you
like,
got stocks. You can diversify your portfolio.
I own stock.
I think I don't own any stock. I own Bitcoin. That shit ain't going too well.
You do own Bitcoin?
Yeah, I own like 7.
No,
Bitcoin.
Jake doesn't own
Keep it
like
low-key.
Bitcoin. He owns Bitcoin.
I own.
Like
yeah.
he owns Bitcoin.
Stock.
Me and Elon are having a bit of a.
Technically, you
Auction
own 9%
for
of
Twitter.
Twitter as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Yeah,
Yeah.
he beat me out to it though.
People are freaking out about that, man. Twitter.
Bro, Twitter.
This
sucks.
might be. I wonder if this will be out of date by the time, like, something
It
about that
absolutely
happens.
will be.
Oh,
I
yeah,
will
for
guarantee. Absolutely will be.
So
Alright.
so will the new Kendrick Lamar album.
Oh, that was announced today. Holy shit, guys!
Whoa.
What
Dude,
the
I
fuck?
will. I woke up. I took a shower. I went to my editing class. I opened my phone. I like go. I just all I see when I open my phone is a text from my friend going, "Fucking May 14th, Kendrick Lamar." I was like, "That's fucking bullshit. There's no shot." What the fuck?
What if
It is
fax
real.
message? Am I
Out of
right,
nowhere.
guys? Yeah.
And the fact that he announced his album responding to a shitty hip hop Twitter tweet is so goddamn funny.
That's facts.
It's so funny.
That's lit.
So funny.
What do you guys think about
And
the
then
album title?
The guy who made the tweet was like, oh, "Guys,
Yeah, I saw that.
I
I
Kendrick
did it.
Lamar knows
I
I
did it.
exist.
Yeah.
He announced his album through me, guys.
I did it.
He's making fun of you.
I did it.
He said
Yeah.
that you were retired.
You think it's
What,
gonna be
um,
that rap rock shit?
I don't know.
I have no,
Someone said this. The title, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Someone said that it sounded very like jazzy. So I'm kind of hoping he goes back down like that direction. but not in like a J. Cole jazz rap direction where it's literally just, oh, I'm gonna have a beat with a saxophone in the background.
come on,
no,
bro.
like I want like
J.
no, I want
Cole,
that
Kendrick, bro. That's what we need.
I want that Thundercat on the
to
bass.
I want that
Yeah.
to pimp a butterfly free jazz sound. I want an entire album of for free. I want
That I was just gonna say that. I want that shit for free.
That's
Is
lit.
underrated.
I want
This
that. I want an
dick ain't
entire
free.
album. I want an entire album as like sporadic and like all over the place, but so like fully fleshed out as that 2-minute song.
Bro, I want Jack White to produce on that shit. That'd be lit. I'm still on my.
Well,
Jack
if he
White
does,
shit.
if the rumors are
I
true and he
do
does like a
not want that.
rock, if he does like a rock rap thing, Jack White, that would probably be cool.
Bro,
honestly.
Jack White was
Kendrick
on
Lamar
fucking
would not be
Igor.
good on the Jack White beat.
Yeah, he was on Igor.
Yeah, Jack White was on Igor.
Okay,
Fucking
and Tyler the Creator isn't Kendrick Lamar. I do not think Kendrick Lamar would sound good over a Jack White beat.
Kendrick Lamar
Well,
works
Jack
with
White-
so many different people, dude.
Yeah.
I know. I just do not think that Jack White would do a good job of producing
Yeah, I don't know
a
about
Kendrick
that one.
Lamar beat.
I don't know.
You said that about U2. Everyone
What?
said that about U2. U2.
You too.
Okay, yeah,
The
but
U2
band
I,
U2.
I didn't say that. I like you too.
Oh, did you
Ew.
love it whenever they put their album for free on everyone's?
Well, that shit
iPhone
was
one time?
annoying as fuck. I never listened to it, but I grew up. with
Why did that
U2.
happen? Why did U2 and Apple collectively? They were like,
Why
"Everyone's
did
gonna
anybody
love
let
this."
that happen?
Everyone's gonna love whenever
It's
this
impressive.
album is on your phone, unable to delete it as well.
Yeah, that was some
You
whack
got
shit.
it for free. That must have been terrible for sales.
Yeah,
Well, when
and
did
fucking.
the whole, album sale meme with Nicki Minaj and Travis Scott go down. That was way after, right?
Wait, what was that?
That was way after.
Yeah, that was way after because I know that
Wait, what was that?
they changed the way that you had to, like, you used. What was it like? What counted
Yeah,
as?
it was like counted like they were counting like streams on YouTube or something. It was some weird like
they were
streaming
counting
detail.
They were counting like merchandise sold, like, oh, buy this T-shirt, get the album for free. So you bought the album technically.
Okay.
So I don't even know where the fuck I'm going, bro. I'm looking at Jack
Nicki Minaj
White's
was like
credits.
freaking out. It was Nicki Minaj was freaking out because Travis Scott like passed her. I think shit like that is so petty. Honestly,
It's so fucking
like,
petty.
Like, if you're, of course, you want your album to sell well. That's a kind of a tongue twister for me. I'm sorry,
Well,
but like, if you're complaining on Twitter, like, man, they changed a rule and now I'm not getting the most sales this week. Man, like, what the?
It was the same shit when like Justin Bieber put out that thing when Yummy came out where he was like, "You want Yummy to get to the top?
Yummy-
Stream my music while you're sleeping with the sound off, so that my shit's bumped." And you know that some fucking insecure like 13-year-old girl is like, "I have to help Justin Bieber," and then is playing that shit. It's like that's just manipulative. Like you're just taking advantage of having a young crowd.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
got
fuck
that
you.
yum.
But as mad as I am,
yum.
as horrible as that is for Justin Bieber, he did solve racism. So I have to.
That
give
is
him
true.
that
Yeah,
shot.
He
Jack
did
White
say
was
racism.
he was with a Tribe Called Quest. We Got It From Here. So
Yeah,
Take that,
yeah,
Jackson.
and he was also with Q-Tip on his new song, and it sounded
okay,
good.
but that's not a rap song. Like that, I don't know what the fuck that was.
A Tribe Called Quest is not Kendrick Lamar though.
What's your point? I'm confused. What your point is?
I do not think
My point
that
is
Kendrick
Jack
Lamar's
White
rapping
can-
style would not match the Kendrick Lamar.
A Jack White, like, we don't know what a Jack White hip hop beat is. We know what a Jack White rock beat is with hip hop influence. I want to see him go full balls to the walls. I want to be like, yeah, fucking, we're just gonna make a hip hop beat, bro. Kendrick, go crazy.
I want Kendrick Lamar to rap over Black MIDI production. I'm saying it here.
That'd be lit.
Guys,
hot take, Jake.
Free.
John L.
Guys,
Like,
hot take
that's
Jake is
rap.
coming back. There will be a Jack White
That's
producer
not a-
credit on his brand new album. That's going to happen. Hot take Jake. Mark in the books.
Put that on the
So, okay.
iceberg. Hot take, Jake.
I
Hot
just
take,
do
Jake. Put
not
on the
think that
iceberg.
Jack White meshes at all. I just do not think Jack White and Kendrick Lamar is not. I just don't think that's.
What is with you, Jackson?
What is with
Jack
me?
White's
I don't think
outside.
Jack
What's
White. I'm not slandering him. I think
Jack
Jack
White
White makes
slander?
good music. I think Jack White has made good music. I just do not think that his
Oh, he doesn't
style
make
of
good music
production
now.
would
He
match
has
Kendrick
made
Lamar's
good
rapping.
music. Is that what you're trying to say?
And my balls
Are you just going off of like fucking Fear of the Dawn?
gay.
You're
No,
just like,
I'm
Fear
not.
of the Dawn. Then what
I
do you-
think
then how
Jack
do you
White
know he
has made
wouldn't-
good music.
Like what?
Like fucking Seven Nation
some names
Army.
of
I know
songs.
it's basic,
Oh
but that's a
my
good
God.
song. Okay, you asked me to make come an example. That's a good song.
music back in fucking 2001. That shit rocked.
Yeah, he did. But
I don't know.
I just do not, from what I've heard from Jack White and Jack White produced shit, I do not think that Kendrick Lamar would sound good with his production, unless he somehow was like, let me pull out some crazy like shit that I've literally never done before. Which, I mean, whatever. But based off of what I've heard from Jack White, I do not think that he would sound good with pairing with Kendrick Lamar.
Well,
God damn, I want him to now.
well, I guess we're just gonna have to see because we don't even fucking know if he's on the goddamn album.
That's
Do
my
you
hot
guys
take.
like, do
He's
you
gonna
guys
be
like
on
the
album.
title? The album title? Do you like it?
I like it personally. I think it's cool.
It seems very
I think
story driven.
It's a very it feels very conceptual,
Yeah, I like it
and that's
too.
what I wanted. Kendrick
me
albums
too.
are always conceptual some way, but like that's kind of what I wanted. I was kind of afraid, and it might be this still, but I didn't want him to go down a damn route where even though it was very conceptual, it was kind of, I don't know, at least me personally, whenever I listen to Damn, the concept of the album does not feel like it's in the forefront. It's almost like the concept of the album is kind of like the songs in themselves. It's not I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's not really as cohesive as his last ones conceptually. And I feel like this is a very direct, like it might be a story, it might be about himself, who knows. I saw someone say that it was a corny album title, and I was like, how can you say you haven't even heard the album? How can you say it's corny?
Well, people hated To Pimp a Butterfly, right? They were like,
Okay,
"Oh, this title's
th-
fucking
this
whack."
is me having like a maybe a slightly hot take. I think that Damn is extremely overhated.
Overhated?
I think yes. I think that Damn
here's the thing is like,
a
if you
phenomenal project. It doesn't have songs that like are like on the lower end of his discography. Yeah, okay, if I'm being honest, but I think that if tomorrow, if Damn didn't exist and tomorrow Big Sean released Damn, I think that everyone would be praising it as like one of the best hip hop albums of the decade. It's just because if To Pimp a Butterfly never happened, I think Damn would have been way more receptive, and I'm worried that's gonna happen.
well,
with the new project.
Damn, technically, Damn is more critically acclaimed if we're just going by like reviews. If we're just basing it off of reviews, Damn has a higher Metacritic score than To Pimp a Butterfly.
It's true,
But
but the average hip hop fan is like gonna like To Pimp a Butterfly. more
No,
than
no,
Damn.
I disagree. I think like the average hip hop fan or the average fan in general will say that they at least listen to Damn more than they do To Pimp a Butterfly. And I've met a ton of people that think Damn is Kendrick's best album. And even though I personally don't agree like at all, I get that. I think the reason people were so critical about Damn was one because of To Pimp a Butterfly, but also I feel like that was the first time that Kendrick had really consistently done like that trap radio sound. And of course he's had radio hits obviously, but like this is the first time it was almost like particular the way it sounded. You know what I mean? Like it was like there was a lot of trap elements to certain songs on there. Not trap, but you know what I mean? Like the hi-hats, this type of snares he used, the sound of it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
I'm just worried this will get the Damn reception in that people that are at least in our circle will ignore the
It's a
artistry
Damn
behind
part
it
two.
and just say like, oh, well, this isn't To Pimp a Butterfly. That means it's not good. No, it's
Yeah,
it's still good music. Just because he released like the greatest rap project, arguably the greatest rap project to exist on the planet, like does not just discredit him from doing stuff that isn't as I guess heavy or
I gotta wait
This
until what
reminds me-
Fantano says before I can make an opinion. I gotta make
that's
sure that
valid.
I-
No, that's valid.
all my
actually.
ducks in a row.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
I just got like I don't know. This is a completely other point, but I hate whenever like as soon as Kendrick, out of all people, like announces something, it's like, I wonder if this is gonna be the next Damn or the next Pimp a Butterfly or the next Good Kid, Mad City. Every single one of his albums are different from one another. They're not the same. And I feel like too many people try to compare them, especially for Kendrick. And this kind of leads to the same argument, like when people are like, oh, well, what if 6ix9ine made To Pimp a Butterfly? Like, he wouldn't, because it's a completely different artist. Like, you can't even make that comparison. That's like saying fucking... I don't know. That's like saying...
Playboi Carti could make Illmatic, but Nas could never make Whole Lotta Red.
Yeah.
That's my favorite example.
But, like, that's funny, but, like, some people say that and are serious. It's like, you cannot even make that, like... That's like saying, oh, well, if King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard made fucking Led Zeppelin 3, then it would be the greatest album ever made. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, they're two completely separate artists.
Yeah, no, literally. I see what you're saying.
I just have to see if Jack White has producer credit on this album, and then I can enjoy it.
It's like, yeah, maybe if 6ix9ine sounded like Kendrick Lamar, had the same backstory as Kendrick Lamar, rapped the same and talked about the same shit that Kendrick Lamar does, and was Kendrick Lamar.
Was Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, then maybe it would be just as good as if Kendrick Lamar.
If you were a different fucking person, maybe you could make good music.
Yeah, but they're not the same. You can't say, well, what if blank artist released it? It's the dumbest take ever. Dude, what if Tycho released Minecraft Volume Alpha? What the fuck?
What if Taika Waititi released Minecraft Volume Beta? That'd be a banger.
What if Floating Points made In Colors? What the fuck? That makes no sense. It's such a weird take.
What if Jack White made To Pimp a Butterfly?
OK Computer? Oh my god.
Guys, because the internet is actually the rap OK Computer, do you all understand that? It's actually, like, people don't understand that it's essentially the same album, it's just as influential, and people are not gonna say it, so I'm gonna say it about my own album.
Is because the internet even that influential?
I don't think so.
I've never heard an album where I'm like, I really hear because the internet influenced them. Like,
if anything, the thing I think because the internet influenced the most is like really, really, really popularizing like beat changes in hip hop. Like, if anything, I think that, but I don't know. Like, some people were agreeing with Childish Gambino, and I think I saw like a amazing comment about it. If your album is really a classic, you don't need to go onto an interview and be like, my album's a classic and people just don't know it yet.
He said that? Wait, he said that his album was the OK Computer of hip hop?
Yeah, he actually said that. Yeah.
The OK Computer of hip hop.
Damn.
Yeah, he did. I think knowing Childish Gambino though, I'm pretty sure he did like a weird thing where he like, I'm looking this up right now to make sure. Childish Gambino, he did like an interview, but he interviewed himself as like Donald Glover. It was kind of meta. So if he'd said it in that, maybe he was like
when Ricegum did his own Genius interview.
He did that.
Yeah, you remember that, bro?
Wait, who did?
Ricegum.
I did not remember that. That's so funny.
He did a Genius interview.
Oh, he did do that.
I do remember that. Yeah, for himself. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really narcissistic.
Yeah. Donald Glover interviewed Donald Glover.
It's gonna be like a Billie Eilish interview thing.
It's kind of like
every
a
year.
meta thing. No, it's not like an every year thing. But he like interviewed himself as Donald Glover interviewing Donald Glover, and that's where he said, "You think because the internet is a classic?" And then he said, "It's the rap OK Computer." So he might actually believe that, but it also could be like, I don't know, like a weird meta thing he's doing, because I know he's a really artsy guy. Either way, that take is so terrible to me. I just do not agree at all. I'm hearing a lot of because the internet influence. I've never heard that once in my life.
Not once in my entire life.
That's a good point. Not once in my entire life. You know what I have said before? Oh, this sounds like Radiohead.
Yeah, no, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really weird fucking thing to say. I don't know.
Guys, Super Jail is the
Get that fucking name out of your mouth. Get his name out of your mouth.
OK Computer of industrial.
Electronic, yeah. Get a fucking name Get my fucking album's name out of your goddamn mouth. Is that still funny? Is that still topical, guys? Am I right?
Yeah,
when this
surprisingly, it
comes
still
out.
is.
Guys.
It still is as of recording somehow.
Will Smith? Like,
Yeah, how that?
Did you guys know that Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars in 2022?
Guys, did you know that we were correct? Brockhampton is secretly releasing one final album for the band's untimely
I feel
demise.
It's their
so
fourth
terrible for
final
Brockhampton because they announced their album was going to be coming in 2022, and then the day later Kendrick Lamar said his album was coming out, and now nobody gives a fuck about Brockhampton.
Yeah. Well, they got
No
to
one's talking about
sit
it.
on that for at least 2 months, which is nice. At least it's not coming out like, or hopefully it's not coming out around when they were thinking about dropping it, because now they got to wait another fucking like at least
for
3
sure.
months. Yeah.
No, dude. Like, any artist, this is gonna suck for. Fucking Pusha T releases his album like 3 weeks before Kendrick, and no one is going to even mention Pusha T's album for 3 months after Kendrick drops his, because I can already envision it now. There's gonna be fucking 15 million shitty ass video essays about why Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is the greatest album to ever hit the iPhone waves or whatever the fuck.
The album cover needs to be good. If it's not good, then I don't care.
What if it's black?
Yeah,
screen like
I'm
Donda?
really. I'm really
If it was just
stoked
the
to
color
see
black,
what the
bro,
album
I'd
is.
be so upset.
What if it's?
What do you guys
Donda?
think of Kendrick Lamar's album covers?
They're good.
What's your favorite?
So, To Pimp a Butterfly is one of my. To Pimp a Butterfly.
Unironically,
one of my favorite
wait, hang on,
covers
let me
of all
look.
time.
Let me look.
I think To Pimp a Butterfly is the best. I mean,
It's just
mu-
so much
musically
is
and
being
just
said with
album
it.
cover. Yeah, that's fact.
So much is being said with it. It's like beautiful. Good Kid, Mad City. Hot take. I like the non-deluxe cover to Good Kid, Mad City more. So many people love the deluxe.
It's with the kids.
That's the one with them in the family with their eyes marked out.
I like that one better too. I think it's less
Yeah, a lot
iconic,
of people
but I like that
prefer
one
the
better, too.
van. Well, the thing is, when you think of that album, like the storyline in it, I think the van. Like that's the main thing. That comes
Yeah,
in it. So
yeah.
like that makes sense why that's the
They made a
deluxe
left,
cover.
They made a right. They made another.
Bro,
right.
not gonna lie,
Lucky
I'd like Damn. I think Damn is a good cover. Like it's.
I used to hate Damn's cover. I used to hate it, but it's grown on me. I thought the Times New Roman was so shitty. But
Times
now
New
I
Roman's
love
funny.
it. It's so replicable. Is that even a correct word?
Replicable.
I can't.
Yeah.
Applicable?
Replicable's word.
I can't tell you how many times I've jokingly recreated myself and sent that to my friends as a cover art, like
Damn.
the Damn cover. I've done that so many times.
That's baby's
It's
first
so easy.
Photoshop. Yeah, it's easy. It's Times New Roman. Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh. You just stand in front of a brick wall or get a stock photo brick wall, and you just and it's
If
Damn.
this album cover doesn't look great, fuck it. It's my official stance. Bro, you have no idea how fucking pissed I was that Donda was an all-black album cover. What kind of bullshit is that, dude?
Such
God
bullshit.
damn.
The-
Even after the
OG
shit he was
cover's so much
pulling,
better.
like the kids in the fucking the sky. I liked the fucking
That cover
the
was
like
awesome.
weird like abstract red and like
I did that-
gray.
I did too.
I dug that. That shit was nice.
I would have dug that too, and I think it fits the album perfectly.
yeah, he fucked it up. He fucked it up.
He did
What
fuck
if?
it up.
All right, Jake. I know that you hate this album. But do you know the album cover to your least favorite album of all time?
Like, do I know it? Like,
Do you know what the cover looks like?
why
what
do you
album?
know? Yeah, what album?
Isn't it Hyperbolt or like,
Oh,
what is it?
Hyper Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That cover, I would love Kendrick to do a cover art like that.
Oh, I don't dislike the album cover. I think that the Hyper Magic Mountain album cover is really good, but fuck, I don't like the music.
I know you don't
The
like
album
the
cover's
music,
cool,
which-
but I don't know if
first
I don't know
off,
if Kendrick doing
that
a
is
cover like
so
that would be cool.
Jake. I hope you understand. Like the music nerds that are listening to this will fucking hate you now that
know.
that is public information.
Bro, that's been
But,
public information.
I know,
Yeah.
but on your Patreon.
Yeah.
Plug. But fucking the Lightning Bolt maybe has like I've not listened to a single song by this band. They have some of the most sick covers I've
know.
ever seen in my
Like,
entire life.
it's-
Wonderful Rainbow. Oh my god.
It's really
That cover
funny,
is
like, because
awesome.
I publicly say how much I don't like Hyper Magic Mountain because I have their album Sonic Citadel on vinyl. Just like it's one of those things where it's like I never listened to it. I just went to a record store and I was like, okay, this album cover slaps. I'm gonna buy it. Then I have that, but I hate
have nothing but good album covers.
Yeah, their album covers rock, but the music is not too good.
Yeah, that's a very hot take. Very hot take. However,
bro,
I respect
listen to
Jake.
it. Listen to it. Seriously.
Well, I might not respect it because I've never heard the music, so I don't really.
What kind
know
of music
how to
is
feel.
it? I can't even remember.
It's just
very
pain.
loud and
It's
noise
just pain.
rock.
Yeah, it's just painful.
Oh, cool.
So I would love it.
You probably
Yeah, it
would.
sounds
I mean, if
fucking
y'all
fire.
motherfuckers like Eerie or whatever the fuck, or was
Oh,
it Eerie?
Erie's so fucking good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I would anyway. The point of that was to say Kendrick Lamar. If that was a cover art of his, I think it would work really well for his like discography. But his cover arts are
I don't
kind of
know.
like weird.
I'd have
Like
to see.
I don't know how to describe them. They're very like there's almost like a vintage nature to it. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like something feels very
Like old school.
dusty and old school about all of his covers. Like
Yeah.
the only one that doesn't feel that way is Damn. Even Damn to an extent feels old school because it feels like a shitty mixtape cover, but like in a good way. With the
Yeah,
big
I'm excited to
giant
see what he
parental fucking advisory.
Guys, we're forgetting about Damn Collector's Edition. Best album cover of all
The
time.
greatest cover of all
Yeah,
time.
that was actually like bad. Like not bad, but like
It's just fine.
It's
It's just nothing
lazy.
yeah.
New. Yeah, I gotta look at it again just to refresh my
Lazy.
memory.
All right, guys. Kendrick Lamar, fucking, he's making music now. Cool.
Guys, Brockhampton also makes hip hop. I don't know if we
Yeah,
know.
they're dropping their final album this time. I swear to God, it's actually the last one.
It is, dude. It's the last album on their contract, and then they're done.
What if Brockhampton changes their name after this album, and they just continue?
That would be
then
so
Brock-
fucking stupid.
Yeah, then Brockhampton. It's like I know we talked about this a little bit when Tyler the Creator's like, I'm just gonna go under my own name and release music. Like,
Yeah.
I see what you're going for, but like, bro, you have
The
extremely
Weeknd said
marketable
something
name.
about that recently. He was like, "I'm gonna change my name to Abel." I was like, "What? No."
Yeah, you have.
The Weeknd is such a sick name.
I see where he's coming from because that's a little less marketable than Tyler the Creator or Brockhampton because like it's just The Weeknd. Like if I just say The Weeknd out of context, people can
Yeah,
be
but
oh,
like-
the day
but
on
like,
Friday,
what if-
Saturday, Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd.
Yeah.
But like, what if fucking Brockhampton was like, "This is the last Brockhampton album," and then they release the album and it's like, "Hey guys, we're starting a new group with and everyone's back, including Amir."
The whole thing that would be wild. The whole thing with
Including
Brockhampton, I heard
Amir.
on an interview before, they were like, "Yeah, we want Brockhampton to be just like a revolving cast of characters. Like that's ideal." So that's why I'm like, okay, so they're ending, but like, are they still gonna do the thing where it's just like this, like some similar members?
Maybe
new
maybe it's the
members?
final Brockhampton album of this like iteration.
Okay,
of
then that's cringe. Well, I mean, they kind of
Okay.
are doing that.
Here's
It's
my.
like a band.
Go ahead, Luke.
You got it. 'Cause
Here's my thing.
went
Okay,
last
yeah.
while.
Here's my thing with Brockhampton. Obviously, I like their music a lot. Like, you know, I think it's really great. They seem to have ideas and then never follow through with them, and it's really aggravating as a fan.
Elaborate.
Like I don't know. I just feel like every kind of idea they start, they never follow through with. Like, I mean, the Saturation trilogy excluded because obviously they pulled that off. But like the new trilogy with Iridescence that just kind of half exists unofficially now. Everything with Puppy and I think it's Team, and then like I don't know. It just feels like they kind of half do shit, and they're just in interviews talking about like, oh, we're gonna have a rotating cast of characters. It just feels like they have really good ideas, but they're either really terrible at executing them, or are just really bipolar in how they manage their stuff.
I agree. Like I'm gonna talk about your thing first, Jackson. That's like true. Like Saturation trilogy, they definitely like followed that through. And Iridescence, like everyone thought that was gonna be a beginning of a trilogy, and I fucking love that album. Right?
It was supposed to be. They wrote it on the record.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a trilogy, and then it was like, oh well, actually, we're gonna do Ginger because now we've fully digested this whole Amir situation so we could finally actually talk about it like fully on this new album. And so now it's not a trilogy anymore. And then Roadrunner, New Light, New Machine comes out, and then Kevin randomly on Twitter is like, the more I listen to this, actually, this is the second album in the trilogy. It's official now. And it's like, but it wasn't official when you were making it. So like, is it actually, you know? And maybe, who knows, maybe this last album will actually, like, they'll say some shit, like, it'll be the best years of our lives. It's like, oh, it's actually in the trilogy,
doing
you know?
it.
Like, yeah, like, they're doing it, or something like that. But, like, I totally agree, yeah.
I think, not from lack of trying, that they have a lot of ideas. I think, because the way that they create stuff is very internet-centric. They're like, yeah, let's make it just now, just do it just right now, let's just make it right now, and then fuck it, we'll worry about that shit later.
That's what they did about Iridescence, made it in 10 days.
That's why I think a lot of the stuff that they create just kind of gets lost to the wayside, because they have like a bunch of shit, and it's not like I don't want to defend Brockhampton, I don't want to come off as too much of a dick rider, but like Teen and Puppy.
Jake.
Those exist. Like those albums exist. They might not be fully fledged out and finished, but they created those albums. Technical Difficulties even exist. That's like a whole ass like third album. Like they create these things. They just like it's like it's not the vibe. We'll drop something else. Fuck it.
Well, Technical Difficulties, they technically released almost every track from that album onto YouTube and then took them off, and now it's an unofficial mixtape type beat. So that's kind of
those songs actually kind of fucking hard, slap hard.
Like, well, a lot of those songs ended up on Roadrunner, like Chain On.
Oh, like only one, like literally. Just, I thought
it was a couple.
I think it was literally just Chain On with JPEG Mafia. No, it wasn't even with. No, because Fishbone was JPEG Mafia.
I can't.
If you haven't heard Technical Difficulties by Brockhampton, go listen to it. It's like actually kind of a banger. It's like half hour, like the official ones. NST fucking rocks. Things something be the same or something. That song fucking rocks. Kevin Abs. KA sampled like a mad lad there.
I just feel like it's not impossible to change your sound and still have a concept. Like Tyler the Creator did it really well, and even that. I mean, he set out to. In Tyler's case, he set out. He in 2009 he put out Bastard. He started this whole trilogy with Goblin and Wolf. And then once he was done with that, because he started something and he followed it through, then he was like, okay, now I can put out Cherry Bomb and do the shit that I really want to do. But don't just do this half-ass, like, fans, get excited, we're doing this big trilogy, and then be like, actually, we're not going to do the big trilogy, and we might be splitting up. And also, like, maybe we're not splitting up, and it's going to be a rotating cast of characters. But also, that trilogy is actually official now. It's like, come on, guys. Like,
even The Weeknd is doing a trilogy thing better than Brockhampton right now.
Yeah.
Because After Hours, and then he was like, .fm, it's a trilogy, guys, just letting you know. And I was like, well, holy shit, it's actually...
Yeah, it's the difference between, like, huge major labels, like 15 million producers and very tight-knit shit and all that, where Brockhampton, granted they have a gigantic contract with the record label, but it's pretty much only them, like, fucking
yeah, but
Kevin.
it was still very Tyler, though. Same thing with Tyler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No excuses.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, what if, because Brockhampton always says, like, rotating cast of characters. Even though I know this would probably be a terrible idea in hindsight, wouldn't it be so interesting if Brockhampton or any group did, like, a rotating cast of characters thing, and they essentially did... The best way I can describe this is, you know how comic books will have, like, different alternate universes where different people play like the different characters. Like a different person will be Superman,
like a multiverse,
a different person will be Batman, and like a different multiverse. What if Brockhampton? It's like this is phase 1 of Brockhampton, and then it's a completely new group comes in, and they're also Brockhampton. And it's a completely new group of rappers, like editors, like designers, and shit like that. I don't know if that would be like that would probably be like terrible in execution. But wouldn't that be kind of interesting to see? I'd like
it would be interesting to see.
On for like 70 years doing something like that. That'd be nuts.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. It's just like, that kind of brings up the debate of where it's like, if you buy a hammer and then over time you replace every part of the hammer, is it still the same thing? Like, is it still the same hammer that you have? Yeah. That type beat where it's like, is it still Brockhampton, or like what the fuck do we call this new thing now? You know?
Right.
That's just looking at it like from like a reviewer who likes to have things all like tight and like tight knit and shit like that. But
Look, man,
That would be cool, though.
Brockhampton's epic. I got a soft spot in my cold heart for them, and hope this last album's cool. The way that they fucking presented it was so funny because it was Kevin, and he's like, "Yeah, so I made this thing. It's not gonna be a solo. It's gonna be a group thing." I'm like, "What do you mean? They didn't know? Like they didn't know that they created an entire new fucking album? Like." It was so weird how the video was shot. It was, yeah.
I haven't seen it. What was it like?
It was at the end of their Coachella performance. It's just like Kevin is at the head of the producer table and everyone's just sitting around looking just extremely bored and like they don't want to be there. And then Kevin's like, "Yeah, so I gathered you here. I was talking about solo album, but I think this is gonna be a group album." And I think about that. I'm like, how do you just like this just becomes a group album?
Yeah, he
like,
just
did
made
they
an
not
executive
know?
decision that like this thing that I made is also all of
it's-
yours.
Wasn't Kevin Abstract gonna release a solo album? He dropped like 3 singles for that.
Yeah, I think he just want to be a Frank Ocean. He's like, you know what? Well, these 3 songs.
Well,
and
Frank
everybody
Ocean,
think,
I don't
yeah.
even think Frank Ocean wants to release music right now. He's too busy making fucking a
Millions.
luxury brand
way
where
overpriced
only like
luxury brand
billionaires.
that no one that
yeah,
likes his music can buy.
Making a bag. Yeah.
like literally none of his fans are buying it because it's literally so out of anyone's normal.
I'm still
price
pissed off
range.
about that. I'm still pissed off about that, honestly. That's fucked up that what he did. Like just ignoring the fans, not giving out the merch that was already owed to them, and then just starting a luxury brand and acting like it was this fucking insane thing. The shit's not even that cool, man. The Homer pieces are not that fucking like they're mid. Like they're mid as fuck. Homie.
They're actually not mid. They're actually very expensive.
I
More
got
like
stung by a bee yesterday.
Homer's
And, like,
Odyssey.
it's
Am I right?
Oh!
literature
Oh my
joke.
god!
Classic literature moment
bad.
brought to you by Jake Joseph.
Homer's Odyssey.
Oh,
Like,
Homer's Odyssey, what the freaking heck? I had to
Bro.
read that in freaking high school for my freaking literature class.
bro,
More
Plato's
like-
Republic.
Yo!
What if it's
Are you having to read that for school or something?
I did. I just still have this. What if instead of Plato it said Play-Doh? Like the shit.
Frederick
that kids eat?
Nietzsche? Thus spoke Zarathustra. What?
Guys, what if instead of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, it was Mr. Morale and the Big Penises? What if?
That'd be sick. That album cover would be awesome.
It's just a giant cock.
Yes.
just no love deep web, but he photoshopped his own title over it.
No, it's like...
He has a text warp around it.
And it's like warped text, Mr. Morale. And
Like it loops around it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
actually
like
not a bad
3D.
idea. He uses it in Blender. Oh, that'd be lit.
I'm still waiting for the day that a Death Grips fan gets a tattoo on their dick that says no love deep web. It's gonna happen. I'm calling it right now.
That hurt me. I don't like the
probably
idea of a dick
already has
tattoo.
happened.
Yeah.
But they just
Yeah.
they can't reveal it to the public. It's like, oh, here's a picture of my dick.
I'm gonna go on Reddit.
Oh.
Well, if you get that tattoo, you're gonna like.
You're
All right,
gonna
that-
post
that's
it
a,
on
that-
Reddit.
that's
Come
a question. Like, let's
You
'cause
can't be
people
like,
will show,
"Yeah, I just want
people
this to
will
get
show
this
their
for fun."
tattoos, right? And people will put their tattoos in like kind of crazy places. And sometimes people are like, "Hey, check out my tattoo. It's on my butt." But they can take a photo of that because like if you get close enough, you can't really tell that it's like on your butt, you know? If someone gets a tattoo on their dick, like they can't just be like they can't just take a photo. Like,
Yeah,
what do they
that's
do?
Reddit.
Like, are they
Yeah.
supposed to sit there and be like,
They gotta do clone stamping
Like,
and
what?
pixel
What are
stretch
they-
all of it, so it looks like that Shy Girl album cover. What was it?
I do not know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
the
that's
Shags? Looks like the Shags album.
it. Oh yeah, all right here.
Wait,
I'll send it in
I don't
chat.
know. Yeah, okay.
Well, what's happening?
Here, this is in what's it called? Ween Rehab Clinic and Snap. Looks like
that.
this.
Yes.
the clinic.
They just gotta clone stamp it all around like that, so it just looks like one
Oh,
thing.
that's difficult to look at. Jesus Christ! I keep hitting my thing.
Jesus Christ.
It's
I'm a
Jason
fucking
Bourne.
mess.
Ugh. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's what I said. That's a tough one
That's
to look at. man.
freaky.
it's like housey electronic music. It's like an
That's
EP.
like real life annoying orange.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like the Joji, like not Joji, like the pink guy.
The
album
pink
cover
guy,
with his faces
yes,
through,
with
like, the
him.
thing.
Yeah. That was a good album cover. That was really smart. That was a really
I like
smart
that a lot.
idea. Yeah, that was good. I also like the picture with him,
freaky, man.
he's wearing a black morph suit and they're pouring like the pink paint on him. Like that's a cool.
That's
picture.
so cool.
I do like that cover.
Did you guys
The pink
like? Did
season-
you like?
pink?
Did you guys like his stuff as Pink Eye?
I'm not gonna lie, some of it was actually.
It kind of goes
pretty good.
crazy. Some of it goes crazy. Come on.
Some of it was pretty good.
Dude, Trap Dumplings was unironically like a favorite song of mine for like.
You know
Balls?
what's you know what is my favorite Pink Guy song of all time? Of all time, my favorite Pink Guy song. It fucking kills me every time I listen to it. Every time I listen to it, it makes me laugh so goddamn hard. Club Banger 3000 is maybe the funniest song ever made.
Club.
just think
Oh
about
yes,
it. Make me
Club
laugh.
Banger 3000 was so fucking.
And then
Hey,
like the
yo.
horns in the background are like so pathetic. They're like brr, brr, brr.
Hey yo, who thought a white boy would save hip hop? Spiritual, lyrical, miracle individual.
Also high school Blink 193 was high school sucks like that. Whenever he's like sounding like fucking Blink 182.
That album is just like
High
farty to
school
him, like.
sucks.
But he had like actually good like Trap Dumplings. Like the beat for that song went fucking crazy, bro.
The
No,
funniest
Dumplings
thing
is
about
insane, dude.
they had to take songs off of Spotify and Apple Music because they were too offensive.
Wait, which ones got taken off?
There was a
Oh,
song called
Also,
White is
Nickelodeon
Right.
Girls is come on. Nickelodeon Girls is fucking hilarious.
There was a song called White is Right.
They fucking
got
Tom
taken.
McDonald them. No,
Yeah,
they
no,
R. Kelly
like-
them.
No, it's funny because it's literally a song making fun of like. Obviously, it's way more extreme. Because I'm pretty sure he said like the N-word on it. But,
Yeah.
like it's way more extreme, but like it literally is like a Tom McDonald like esque. Like he's saying shit that Tom McDonald says just without the slurs, and they took it off.
No,
Yeah, dude,
yeah.
this Just looking at the titles. is
wait,
hilarious.
wait.
I
Did
will
they
get a
take off Goofy's
vasectomy.
trial? Oh no, it's still there.
Okay,
Goofy's
so
trial's still
Goofy's
there.
trial.
Goofy's
That
trial
shit
is
is fucking
fucking hilarious, dude. Come on, it's too funny.
Gays for Donald. That's
Yeah,
another
Gays
great
for Donald is also
I love you,
hilarious.
Donald. Come in my mouth. Come in my eye.
We should have reviewed this for the Patreon. Fuck,
Dude, that would be a
fuck Santa,
listening
bro.
party. That's our choice.
Yo,
That's too good.
actually a great idea. Can we veto whatever the fuck the next one is and just do this?
Jackson won. He won't let us.
Damn it!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's-
Wait.
I have a
Come in
gun.
my mouth. Come in my mouth.
I'm trying to find.
Fuck,
There was
dude.
one that was really fucking good, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, I'm trying to. Was it ramen?
What's the one where it's like,
I can't remember.
please stop
Oh,
calling me
fried
gay."
noodles.
called
Fried noodles
Please
is
Stop
my
Calling
favorite
Me Gay.
song. My bad.
Oh yeah, fried noodles. Wait, is that it?
Fried noodles is my favorite song. That was my bad. I said the wrong one.
Wait, I'm looking it up.
Wait, Josh Pan is on this? What the fuck?
Who's Josh Pan?
I don't. He's like a recording artist that I've listened to a few times.
Yes,
What the
fried
fuck?
noodles is so good, dude.
Yeah, fried noodles is my favorite song. What the
Bum,
fuck?
bum,
Josh Pan is
bum.
on this? Josh
No.
Pan is in
Dude,
the 100
I
Gex
remember
cinematic universe.
one of my least favorite videos that Brad Taste in Music ever made was he was like, I'm going to listen to Pink Season and I have to restart the album every time I laugh. And he only laughed like 3 times and it was at the beginning of the album, so it was like barely a challenge.
Oh, what the fuck?
And the entire time he was complaining because he'd be like, it's so cringe. Why is he doing like serious stuff on top of this funny stuff? I'm like, because it sounds
it's
good.
good,
Like,
bro. Chill out.
it's like
It's a bit
just
of a
chill.
mix.
Yeah, please stop calling me gay. I did touch a willy in high school.
High
but it
once.
was just a little mistake.
What?
I have touched.
Also the song that is in all like the titles in all Japanese, and then like he's talking about getting in a car like an Uber. Is it? I think it's called Uber. I think it's called Uber Pussy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The song is called Uber Pussy.
Uber Pussy.
And in the middle of the song, he's like, and then she make me go, "Woo," and then he like clips the mic in the middle of the song.
Wait, really? That's so
You know-
fucking funny.
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
remember
talking
that.
about?
Wait, I'm
Just
going
skip
through
to
it
the
right
skip to the 113 mark.
now. Wait, hold on.
No.
the auto tune with the clipping. It's so good, man.
It's like ear bleeding loud.
Fuck, dude. If y'all want a good laugh, just listen through fucking Pink Season, dude.
It might be offensive sometimes. Honestly, it's like I don't even know if like would this. No, it's pretty offensive, but it's satirical. It is very satirical.
Speaking of Joji, did you guys see what happened at Coachella?
No, what happened?
So halfway through his performance, he said he was having really bad health issues. Like, you know how he's been dealing with that for a long time. He made an announcement on Filthy Frank a while.
Yeah.
He was having really bad health issues, so he had to stop his show. But before he made the announcement, Coachella stopped his live stream, so none of the fans at home knew like what the fuck was going on. I felt really bad. He seemed like he was really like fucked up about it, and I was like, damn, that actually really sucks. And then did you guys see the 100 Gex clip on fucking?
Yeah, they got cut off. They
just stopped their the Coachella just stopped their music in the middle of their performance. Like, what the fuck? That's so unprofessional.
It's because they overbooked so many people. Because they're trying to outdo themselves. They're like, oh, they're getting all these artists. Like, dude, like, whenever I go to a festival, I'm expecting like multiple full concert experiences back to back to back. I'm not like, oh, I'm going there to stand outside and maybe listen to music. Like, I want a concert in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. That's why I go.
No, straight up. It doesn't make any sense. Like, just the unprofessionalism of just cutting a performer off mid without any warning. Because you can see that, like, Laura and what's his name?
Dylan.
I'm blanking. And Dylan are both like, what the fuck just happened? They none of that. They cut the mics off. He's trying to talk into it. It's not even working. It's like, what the fuck? And then someone posted the clip of it on Twitter, and everyone in the comment section was like, "Good, their shit's garbage." It's like, bro,
fucking music
like,
sucks,
okay,
dude.
like, it's funny, but like, they're serious musicians, and I think they make good shit, and people enjoy it.
Well,
And they
if
shouldn't
you've
be treated
listened
like
to it, I don't know if
second-class
I'd call that serious. Yeah, seeing them go on
fucking
tour
love
with
Rodriguez.
Brockhampton,
I'm
looking at the
excited for the new album.
confused ass faces on everyone's
all the white girls'
hilarious.
faces who wrote
Bro,
ginger,
it's so fucking funny.
yeah, it's classic. It's classic.
I was gonna say this before Coachella. You brought this up, but like, would either of you consider Pink Season to be like insanely offensive, or would you just say it's more raunchy than?
I'm gonna
offensive?
be real. I have not listened to it in its entirety, so I just know like a few of the standout songs.
I think I did once, or I've at least heard these songs like in a certain context, like at some point, like all of them, either individually or somehow. Honestly, I just remember it being more raunchy than offensive. There was some offensive parts, but like
here's my like take on like just Filthy. I mean, I know I made a video about it, but here's just my take on Filthy Frank as an entity. Is it offensive out of context? Yeah, like really fucking offensive. But I think that with the context of what was happening on the internet at that time, I think that what he was doing was fucking genius. And I really do think that he like his shit went over a lot of people's heads.
It did.
I do think
that's why
he did garner a fan base of people who were like, offensive equals funny. The joke is that like I think for the most part, I think it's all ironic. Like, he's playing a fucking character of who you are. It's like he's just a reflection of the internet. And Pink Season is a perfect example of that. Because it's literally just packaged up shit posting mixed with some actual seriously good music, mixed with just dumb fucking bits, and then just making fun of dumb fucking people that don't get it. It's like, that's what it is in a nutshell. Would it be offensive out of context? Yes, and I do understand.
There's so many people that I feel like they don't understand what makes Filthy Frank like so good and still work today. Like, here's the thing: a lot of the time, people will be like, "Oh, 2016 YouTube was just so different." You never go back and watch many videos from 2016 that you were watching like back then. You don't go and watch them now because they just don't hold up. Because they've like aged so poorly.
Guys, the Tanamoju content cop.
You know what's funny about that? He literally has gone out of his way to be like, I do not agree with that content cop anymore. Like Ian.
Well, I mean, he'd probably have to if you want to continue to have a career right now. Yeah.
But like, that's just, I think it's funny that like, even iDubbbz, the guy who made the videos, like, this did not age well at all. But like the thing that makes Filthy Frank work so well is that it is satirical, and that it like, even though it was both contributing in that time period, it was like at the same time making fun of it.
It was the
it's like-
perfect
it's so-
reaction to the 2016 shitstorm that was like all of the drama videos, all of the right-wing pipeline shit flying around. Like, just all of that shit is like, he was the perfect reaction to that. But at the time, it got piled into that group just because from an out-of-context viewpoint, it's like, oh, this is just scummy shit.
And
That's some random
it's
teenager
how
doing.
children view it. Children don't get the nuance, the complicate, like iDubbbz or whatever. Like children didn't get the nuanced context of the message that iDubbbz was making with the content cop, which is not good. But when you see a dumb kid and they hear that like N-word equals funny, yes, and then that's
why people are so shocked when Joji made a fucking Black Lives Matter post on Instagram, or they're so shocked that iDubbbz would let his now wife post lewd photos of herself on the internet, because they aren't like, I don't know, like they
the
aren't
children.
That's the thing, is because-
understood
yeah.
it differently. Yeah, the children.
People
are like,
think they are the
"This
characters
is
that they were
what?"
playing, but they because the satire, like, all of it just flew over their head, and all they got was like saying racial slurs is funny, just calling people dumb names on the internet is hilarious, and
Bullying
like
is epic.
bullying is epic. It's like shit like that where it's like, no, bro, like you're the person they're making fun of. You fucking
like a
dumbass.
lot of I think someone said this to me like a few weeks ago, unironically. They were like, the worst content cop iDubbbz ever did was the Leafy one, because all he did was make fun of him. It wasn't even like clever. And I was like, that's the point, is that it's not good, because Leafy,
He's
that's all he
doing
did.
what
Yeah, he's just
Leafy
doing
does
what
to
Leafy
people, yeah.
does, and showing you how terrible, like, it's not even that good or strong of an argument. The entire second half of the video, he's talking about his chin and nothing else. That's it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
That bit is still
hilarious.
hilarious. I'm so sad they took that off of YouTube, man.
Yeah, that was
So
a good
sad.
one. At the end of the day, like, is some of it offensive and hasn't aged well? Like, yeah, okay, like I'll admit it. But for the time period, looking back onto it now, like, ahead of its fucking time. I think.
I will say, I will die on this hill, but the first 30 seconds of Hair Cake is possibly the greatest beginning to a video ever released on YouTube.
Wait, how does it start? I can't even remember.
They're driving up in the car.
They're driving up in the car, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
he's like holding a tequila, and he just spills out as the car is still going, and he's just like crawling on the sidewalk. He's like, "Welcome to the Filthy Frank Show," and like, it's perfect. I go out of my way to watch that intro, like just the intro sometimes, because it's so funny.
I think it's so funny. Like, the other day I was driving in the car with my sister, was like, what do you want to listen to? And I was like, I was trying to think of something that we would both like. I was like, well, I'll put on Joji, because I know she likes Joji. And I just think it's so funny that I'm sitting there and my sister does not have the context that this man used to eat a hair cake for a living on YouTube. And in her mind, he's just like a good pop artist that came out of nowhere.
It's
you know?
wild, like looking
Yeah,
back
yeah.
at the state of it now. Like watching Hair Cake, which I recently watched. I'm like, all right, Max Mofo plays with Pokemon cards. iDubbbz, be a professional boxer. Anything for views, makes the other YouTube channel. Joji, multi-million stream, fucking platinum hip hop seller. Like, damn, how did we get here?
No one could have ever guessed where any of those guys would have ended up.
No.
Yeah, I feel like, and then H3H3 runs a semi-shitty podcast.
He runs
His podcast seems to be
liberal.
entertaining. He's garnered a way different fan base now, though. Like, it's way different.
the
Like,
Hassan Bros, as I like to call them.
no, it's not even Hassan Bros. It's like
It's like teenage girls.
People who, yeah, it's literally teenage girls. People, like, whenever Hassan and H3 did a show, like, started a show together, all the comments were like, I just now figured out who this Hassan guy is. I kind of like him.
Yeah.
And half the time they argue on that show because they don't agree all too much. Because Ethan's kind of like a liberal and Hassan's like way more far left than he is. So like they would argue all the time about stuff like that.
There was
And
a
good faith.
I just want to say this before we get too far away from Filthy Frank shit, but like the fact that he was able to do all that satirical shit and then on top of it have like this batshit crazy backstory of like universes where there's multiple Filthy Franks and this like big boss, and then I just think man, that's so fucking impressive. That's so fucking impressive. Like he kept it up for like multiple years, and this just goes back to the fact.
Take inspiration from that at all. Definitely did not.
And on top of that, he was able to run it for multiple years, which Brockhampton still can't fucking do. I'm bringing full circle.
Oh, bringing it all back.
Yeah, did Brockhampton
somehow
ever
we
make
have related
illegal
Brockhampton
crawfish
to Filthy
betting?
Frank.
That is such a fucking funny video, bro.
Did Brockhampton make the Gentleman's Club? I don't
Bro,
think so.
Broccoli.
The Gentleman's Club. That's a great video.
That's my favorite of his.
Broccoli is still a great
That's your favorite Filthy
undercover.
Frank video.
Dude, just like Hair Kick, the intro is so funny because they're all sitting there sipping the wine, and they've got like multiple dildos on the table, and they're just like, "Welcome."
That's a
gentlemen."
powerful grip, boy. You play tennis?
Yeah. That's what it is.
Where
I
he just
love that
holding it,
video
just
so much.
smashes the
My
fucking glass.
all-time favorite Filthy Frank video is easily fucking like I think it's Internet Rappers. Everything about that video is fucking hysterical. Because the beginning, because it has everything you want in a Filthy Frank video. It's like the funny rant in his room. He's like doing shit. It's funny like pink guy stuff. Funny skits where he's like making fun of some group, and it also has that thrown in. It also has the lore, like with the fucking realms and shit.
Yeah,
it has
exactly.
Everything you want. It has everything you want, dude.
I feel confident to play this because I don't think we're gonna get copyrighted. But again, he is the master of intros. The intro for fucking Nut Blaster is so funny, dude. Like,
Wait, play it. Wait, you can't hear it. Oh, is it the Tap Brothers?
Yeah. It's the one where they're like just eat cabbage, but the intro is just like all these songs playing at the same time. It's like he was a boy, you.
That's my favorite sound clip he uses, like the you, and then it just cuts off.
It's so funny.
And the fact he just slows down like this 720p webcam, it's bro.
Okay, I take it all back. My favorite Filthy Frank video of all time. It was the first one I ever saw, and it was the life hacks video because that shit.
Dude.
I remember exactly where I was when I first saw it. I was literally on the toilet, and some guy was like, "You have to fucking watch this shit." And I was just sitting on the toilet, and the life hack thing. And at first I was like, "Oh, okay, this is kind of weird." And then it got to the end where he has a fucking shotgun in his mouth. And he's like, "Just fucking
Screaming.
do it, you pussy! Pull the trigger!" And I'm like, "This is fucking comedy gold. So fucking good." Oh,
Bro.
he's throwing the hamster and the sock all over the room. Oh,
Illegal crawfish
come on.
Olympics, illegal crawfish racing Olympics is such a good video, bro. It's just like looking at the like tiny bits, just like what they just name people. Like they just found a guy and just named him Manny Pacquiao. Just
wait. Oh.
One of the guys, Pookie, his thing is just crystal meth enthusiast, like, and of course broccoli, dude. I fucking love broccoli.
Of course, yeah. Oh wait, what's the video where it's like the guy and it's like the black guy, but he's wearing like a black what's it called?
It's a brown morph suit.
Brown morph suit.
When they eat the lettuce, that's a Nut Blaster.
You.
Oh man, this has taken me back on a.
Yeah, okay, I think it was Filthy Frank versus Animal Rights. It might have been that one.
Alpha Centurion, Kamikaze Failure Frank. He's got so many characters. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. There was. Is it Dave?
Dave, the chocolate guy.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Was
the
was
chocolate
it Dave
guy?
or Dan or
Dane?
Dan?
Yeah. What is that?
Another amazing fucking video, fucking Weeaboos. That's one of his best.
Oh, that's a classic. Come on.
I think that was my first video by him because it got recommended so much.
What's up, bitches? I can't do
Damn,
it.
that was good. What the fuck? Damn,
Really?
my like eyes were away. That sounded pretty good.
Okay. Hey,
think-
that's pretty good.
This might be a hot take, but I think iDubbbz had a superior tattoo video than Filthy Frank when they tattooed his face. I think it's superior just because of the storyline in it. Because it's like
Do you remember
it's
the
just funny,
food?
bro.
One of the funniest videos I think Idubbbz ever made was the food review things he used to do. But the one he did with
Legit
H3H3, legit
Oh, yeah,
food review
the
with
chicken
H3H3, where they
sewer.
go into the sewer with the chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a classic, man. These are classics. Like,
Or if we're taking a time machine back to the ripe old age of 2016, baby.
No,
Yeah.
you know what is one of my favorite non-main channel Filthy Frank videos on his it was on his second channel,
Too damn filthy.
too damn
One
filthy,
of
yeah.
one of the best videos of all time is him responding to a image of a dog, and it's called
Would you step on this puppy for?
yeah.
Oh,
it's-
yeah, I remember
Would
that.
you kill a puppy? And the image is like it's like a blurry image off of like fucking the deep depths of Twitter, and it's like so like pixelated, but you can barely read it. It says it's like, would you step and kill this puppy for $18 billion? And he like freaks the fuck out. He's like, of course I would do that. It's 18 billion. And he like the entire video he describes in like deep detail how he would do it and what he would do with the money. It's so fucked up, but it's so
crazy,
funny.
man.
Yeah, big shout out to George for like
Man.
giving it
As
away.
Pink
This
Floyd
episode
once
wasn't really
said,
that funny. It was more
how the times
serious
they are
discussion
changing.
and reminiscing. Isn't that beautiful? You need some of those sometimes, guys. You need them.
Yeah.
Anyways, wanna see my cock?
Yeah. I would.